consume a lot of content in a day, I think, like anybody in this world. In particularly a lot of reading, a lot of YouTube videos, mostly for work and just interest. But, for as much as I consume, I probably forget 90% of it. And so I've really been fascinated by this idea of using AI in some way with all these new tools to help me remember what I'm reading, right? Because the whole point of learning is to internalize it and share it with other people. And in my search, I came across this tool called Wizdolia, which basically auto-generates flashcards to make studying a breeze. Now, it's a study tool, but I think that I can use it in my daily content consumption habits to help me recall and remember some of the things that I'm consuming. So this is going to be a quick tutorial. I'm trying this for the first time to see if it's going to help me forget less things. So pretty simple, just a Chrome extension. All right, Wisdolia has been added. All right, so now that we have the extension added and put up in our toolbar, let's go give it a try. So this is a tutorial video that I find myself going back to all the time because I'm learning DaVinci Resolve. It's a video editing software, but I feel like at least once a week I go back to this simple tutorial because I'm forgetting things. So let's see if Wizdolia can help me. All right, generate some flashcards. All right, what's the name of the video editing software? DaVinci Resolve, got that. Where can you download it? DaVinci Resolve. Blackmagicdesign.com, a little too simple. What is the difference between the standard version and the studio version? I don't know. Not really that relevant to me. What will they... All right, I'm going to scroll down until I find some questions that are more fascinating. What are the different modes? Different modes would be... There's like the cut feature, there's the timeline feature, there's a color correcting feature, an audio studio. Oh, yeah, there you go. Managing your files, editing, color correction, Purpose of the media pool, considered... Alright, I'm going to keep going until I find some harder questions. Okay, here's a good question. What is the purpose of replacing the original media with a smaller version before editing? This just allows for less lag when you're editing, and yeah, to make it easier and prevent you from struggling. Yeah. Now, I wish what they had almost was a feature where it said, okay, the next question after this would be, how do you compress the video in order to make it a smaller version? Because that's what I need to know, is how to actually use it, right? How do you add a clip? How do you trim? Okay, so as far as a tutorial, maybe not the best resource. Okay, so I don't like it for the tutorial. Let's give it a try. Now, I didn't watch this entire thing, but Sam Altman did an interview with Lex Friedman. Let's just see what it comes back with.
We have been
for this in particular. I'm curious. Interesting. When did OpenAI announce that they were going to work on AGI? And I would guess 2016, maybe 2017, at the end of 2015. Okay, so I was close. But now I know. All right, now I remember OpenAI started working on AGI in 2015. How did people react when OpenAI announced they were going to work on AGI? I called them crazy, probably. They thought they were batshit insane. There you go. Let's see. Ooh, so here is a good one. What is the difference between facts and wisdom? This particular question was in, like, I would say the 10th minute or something, and Lex Friedman had just, like, kind of generally brought up this deep thought. And it's something that really, I should remember, but I don't. Let's see what the answer was. Wisdom involves reasoning and understanding beyond just facts. So that was Lex Friedman's perspective on this, right? So that's something that, now I can remember it. Wisdom involves reasoning and understanding beyond facts. So as far as using Wizdolia for YouTube clips, I would almost treat it as timestamps in a sense. Now, that would be cool if they had the timestamps from when that question was in the video. That'd be a great feature to add. Yeah, like these are things, when I watched that interview, I wasn't sitting there trying to remember everything, but now I can quickly go back and I'm getting the quick bullet points. Oh, what should have I remembered? and it's going to give me a quick response to kind of internalize. So as far as YouTube, I think better for maybe informational and conversational stuff. I could totally see it working well for podcasts as well. But let's move beyond that into articles, because there's 3 things they can generate these quizzes for: YouTube videos, articles, and PDFs. This is International Intrigue. It's a cool newsletter I subscribe to. It's all about international politics without any political bias. It's written by a bunch of diplomats. Really cool. It's a morning newsletter, 4 or 5 minutes. You get to see a good worldview. So anyways, I read it every morning, but oftentimes I don't remember what I read, which is a problem. And let's see what it can do off of this article. Generate flashcards. Why are foreign ministers from Arab League countries meeting in Saudi Arabia today? So now, if I recall, it had something to do with the Syrian president. His last name is Assad, to discuss Syria's return to the regional organization. Okay, cool. What event opened the door to re-engagement with Syria? Don't remember. February's devastating earthquake. Which countries have formally restored ties with Syria this week? Oh, interesting. So this is a great question. This would have been, I know Qatar didn't. I think it's the UAE maybe? Pakistan perhaps? Yeah, see, I'm drawing blanks. Nope, see, I'm way off. Tunisia and Saudi Arabia. So I'm way off. There you go. So yeah, I think that's effective for articles. This is a quick, brief article, so obviously there weren't many questions to ask. And last but not least, this is a PDF report from the World Economic Forum on the future of jobs, and I had come across it because there was a really cool stat in here that I liked. That was, by one popular estimate, 65% of children entering primary school today will ultimately end up working in completely new job types that don't exist. So I needed that stat for something, and I really liked it. I haven't read the rest of this report, but let's say I don't want to read the report. Let's see if the quiz can help me meet me halfway. Okay, so you don't actually do it on the browser, so you got to upload the PDF. What is the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report? It seeks to understand the current and future impact of key disruptions in employment, skill sets, recruitment, in different industries. Okay, cool. What are the 2 job types that stand out as critically important to industries by the year 2020? No clue. Data analysts and specialized sales representatives. Okay. What are the top 3 drivers of change in industries overall? Changing nature of work, flexible work, middle class in emerging markets, climate change, and natural resources. Interesting. So that's kind of their perspective. Is what are some of the technological drivers of change? Mobile internet. Okay. So yeah, it's doing a decent job almost of summarizing what was going on in this PDF. What percentage of companies plan to invest in reskilling current employees? Okay, so this would be a great stat to understand. About 2/3 plan to invest in reskilling. Overall, I mean, not bad. I actually think that I'm going to start using this Wizdolia in my daily readings. Because I usually spend about an hour every morning while I'm drinking a cup of coffee, just reading, consuming stuff, and I'm not really awake. Like I'm usually forgetting that stuff by the time lunch rolls around. But with this, I could generate flashcards, download those flashcards, and then revisit it at the end of the day and see, hey, did I remember what I read? And I mean, is this practical for every single thing that I consume in a day? No, but for things that I think are very important and impactful, I'd totally start doing this. So as far as this tool, Wizdolia, I think you're onto something here. Not just for education, but I think consumption habits in general. We know that all these large language models are pretty good at summarization. And in this case, it's summarizing, but forming them in a productive way so that you're not just reading it again. You have to actually have that memory recall. That's what I got for today. If you enjoyed this video, I'd encourage you to hit the link down in the description. It's going to take you to a site called everydays.wtf. It is a journal that I work on with Q Harrison Terry, a very, very incredible individual who's always had his pulse on the future. And every day we ask ourselves, what's the future? And then we go and try to figure that out in order to help you future-proof yourself for the future of work, future of communication, future of everything, pretty much, because stuff's changing and it's changing fast, and you need a buddy to just help you walk through what's going on. So that's what we're here for. Hit that link down below and become an Everydays member. We'd love to have you. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.